Alrighty. Hello everybody, 0101 here. How's it going? So I'm still having some minor issues with Space Engineers not wanting to start for some reason, so I decided to switch out my GPU. I had a 1080 in here, and that was pulling 120 frames per second, no problem running this game, and so I took that out, put it down into one of my other computers, and then I took a 1660 out of that one and put it into here. And the interesting thing is I'm no longer getting 120 frames per second when I'm not recording, which is interesting because you would think the 1660 would perform better than the 1080, but apparently not. But seeing as how we're only recording in 40 frames per second, I mean, I think we should be more than fine enough in here. Let's see. So, since the last episode, if I can even figure out where I am. Okay, so I'm in the front of the ship. Okay. Last time I logged in was Saturday? Sunday? One of the two. I don't know. It doesn't matter. What is this? What are you? Why are you there? I think that's for a gun. That's on the front of the ship, which is fine. And then I've got these guns, which also need to be connected through. And I took out these blocks right here, so that way I could run conveyors through here, which weren't there before. So now they're actually running under there. Let's see, what else we got? Also, it is recording sound, right? Yeah, okay. I don't know. It's like it's not recording or something. I don't know. It's being weird. And then when I switched out the GPU, I also had an issue with the audio driver, which was weird. So that had to get reinstalled, and it's just, I don't know. This game is getting weird. But I did do a little bit of work over here. So if we go into here, this is kind of like our gas and reactor room right here. So all of our hydrogen plus all of our oxygen and all that other good stuff. I completed this and added that in here. And instead of going up this way to kind of get over in there, I put in this thing. So this gets us over to where our little ship thing is. And then if you take these guys, this will take you up to an upper level with planters, because of course you need planters. And this will allow you to look at the back wall of the ship, which is going to be an excellent view. Joking. And then I have this right here, which is then going to go through there to get all of our, stuff going. And then we have, our view of all of our thrusters in there. And let's see, did I do anything else? I don't know if I did anything else. I don't think I did. I don't think I did too much work off camera here. And then these things have been running pretty much nonstop. I don't even know how much gravel they've gone through, but it's a lot. I still haven't done anything in here, so this is going to be our other hangar bay. So we got to do something in there. But I don't know. For now, it's just kind of chilling here. And you can hear all these guys still going through doing their thing. Well, maybe you guys can't hear it, but I can hear it. Let's see. Did I do anything else? I don't think I did anything else. And this is our little storage area. No, this is our hangar. Whoops. Storage area is below us. So if you could see below there, see that? That is our large cargo container right there. And then let's see. Then we've got our ship right here. We are still working on getting these things built. But otherwise, I think this is pretty much where it needs to be. I could put some guns on the side temporarily if I really wanted to. But for now, it's just kind of fitting in there like a little shoe. So that should be fine. That is our destination, the raiding factory. We are still at our little rock area over here, asteroid thing. I don't think I've done anything over here either. Yeah, no. Okay. But anyways, let me just go and recharge real quick. And as long as we are still waiting on those thrusters to get completed, one thing that I am going to need on the big ship is a shield controller. So I'm gonna have to figure out where I want to put that, and I'm thinking I put it like in here somewhere. I don't know, like up in here, so we can kind of like get access to it or something, but I don't really know where I can put it in here, and also I have no idea how I'm gonna get up in here either. I mean, maybe I should probably figure that out. So we've got 3 blocks to go up, which is kind of awkward. So if I went here, that would be 1 stair there, 1 stair equivalent to that block there, and a 3rd stair over here. But then once you get up here, it's like you can't get through, right? So that's not gonna work. I could potentially put stairs here, but then how do I get it to, you know, connect through here? I mean, I'm sure I could probably figure out a way to do it. Maybe I should just do that, just that way it looks somewhat more, I don't know, put together. I have no idea. I mean, I'd like to put it like kind of in this block space, but I don't think it's gonna let me. And I don't think that would really work anyways, because how do you get from there? Because I mean, like that would fit like perfect, right? If I could get it to go like right in front of that thing and then down to there, but that's not gonna work. So I'm gonna have to offset it by 1. And then if I do that, let me see, is there a way that I could do this with windows? I don't know. Then do I want this window or do I want, did I pick the wrong one? I think I picked the wrong one. There we go. There we go, that's what we want. Okay, so that'll get us up to the bottom of the floor of that thing, which I think is what we want. And then if I did one of these, is that the right one? That's the right one. Okay, so then we need to flip that up like that, and then do another one kind of over here. Nope. There we go. And then I could put the stairs into here, because then they'd be building off of the glass, right? So that would get us kind of up into here, and then let's see, I could do a 45 here, and then build the rest of this kind of around. And then the stairs would go there. Something like that, right? Because then we have room to get through here. We can fit through there, surprisingly. Do I want this in here, though? So what I'm thinking is, instead of going with the straight 45s, I go for these things, just to kind of give this a little bit of character, and also make it easier to walk through here too, because that's kind of important. Let's see, what else can I do? I could put some gates or fences, railings, that's what I'm thinking of. Let's see, I'm gonna need the corner to go there, and then also to go there. And then, let's see. And that can go there, maybe. I think that'll work. Because then you can't really, you know, like fall into here or anything. But if you're flying, you know, having the railing here isn't gonna actually hurt anything. So I think that will work. And then we can walk straight up here to get onto the command deck. So now we can decorate this and put other things in here like planters. Because we always need planters. Always, always, always need planters. And a good thing about having the planters there is it allows me to throw in these up against it. So now I'm using this block space behind the planter instead of using these block spaces over here, which means that I can put more stuff in here if I so choose. Okay, so if I'm going to be doing this, then I'm going to need a shield controller in here. And I'm thinking it might be a good idea to have it, or I could put it kind of like on the back of this thing instead of having the planter there. I could have the planters on the sides. But then as soon as I take out that planter, this thing is going to fall off. Don't believe me? I will show you. See? Okay, so if we do it like that then, and then we go with this. Yeah, so kind of same flavor, different taste, I guess. Or same taste, different flavor. I don't know. How does that saying go? I don't normally use it. And we can put 2 planters, because 2 planters are always better than 1 planter. Okay, so then this should start charging, and it is charging a lot. Max HP is 21 million. That is a lot. Okay, so now, hey, dude, click. So these can put out a maximum of 800 megawatts. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's like a lot. So then if we change this to 800 megawatts, that'll give us a maximum HP of 2.4 million, which we're already at, amazingly. And then also I have to go through here and change this to be always visible so we can see it, right? There we go. That is our very huge shield. Nice. Also, so long as I've got this thing kind of doing its thing, I did want to check on these guys. And what do you need? You need more metal plates. We need a lot of metal plates, apparently. What are we low on? Cobalt? We are low on cobalt. Why are we low on cobalt? Okay, so we need cobalt, apparently. But, I don't know, we don't need that right now. Well, no, actually, we probably do need that right now, don't we? To finish making the thruster components. Well, that's just awkward. Okay, so with the Behemoth being about 10 kilometers away, we do want to try to stay within range of it so he doesn't disappear. So we have to hope that there is cobalt on one of these asteroids. I don't know which one is closer, the one to the immediate left or the one farther to the left. I do know that the asteroid that we are by right now does not have any cobalt. Let's see, what else? So I guess we'll check this one, and then we'll kind of slowly make our way over to the Behemoth. One thing I do want to put on here, though, if I could figure out which shield controller is which. So this one, shield controller, Orion. And then also, someone mentioned that I need to change this to the Orion. There we go. Good to go. Okay, so we have the Orion, we have the DiGiorno, we have our little tug. And now I should be able to figure out which one of these is which. So we'll put this on to shield up, down. There we go. So we'll turn that off for now, so that way we're not actually going to be losing any of our stored HP in the shield if we put it down, but if we turn it off, we will. So something to keep in mind. And this actually has really decent propulsion. Oh, hey, there's actually stuff down there. Maybe we should check that one first. Should we check that one first? We should probably check that one first. course, we're gonna have to like maneuver this thing, which is never gonna be good. But yeah, I mean, this thing actually has a decent get up and go for its size. I mean, we're 26 million kilograms. That is a lot. And we definitely need a lot more gyros. So once we get all the ones that are, I mean, we're doing better than we were in the last episode. I think some of those did actually get built. But at the same time, we need more gyros. So there's actually a lot of asteroids around here. That's kind of surprising. But now that we are kind of where we need to be. All right, make sure we're not moving. All right. Yeah, so our acceleration is actually not bad, like at all. Okay, something is fighting against us. It's not that. I don't think it's the tug. So why are we slowing down? That's weird. I don't know, but we do need cobalt, so let's see if there's anything here. And it's really hard to judge like how close we are to these things because the size of the Orion is just so freaking huge. All right, so do we have anything? We have silver. Okay, that's about 400 meters away. Okay. But I don't need silver. Cobalt! Ha! Check that out. We got cobalt. Alright, the only thing is it's downwards, so now we gotta do the slow movement type thing going. So slow. And then, let's see. So that is where our drills are, and our drills are actually over there on the side of the ship. They're just kind of sticking on there where this used to be connected to the Aurora. So it's coming off of that same kind of area. And then I have to go through the drills and make sure that we're not going to be mining any stone. So let's see, drills, turn off the stone collection, stone, disable. All right, so that should be good. All right, so now we need to get this thing onto the cobalt. Yeah, we are, like, this has a really good acceleration, like almost scary acceleration. Okay, so that should be good. So now if we turn those on, we should be getting all the cobalt out of there. So let's give that a look real quick. See how that's doing. Shouldn't take too long. I don't think there's very much here. Yeah, this is very fast. And there wasn't much here, so that kind of sucks. Is there any other cobalt? Yes, there is, right here. Okay, so we're gonna get this one too. Just that way I have a nice, good store of cobalt, and we have more cobalt up here too. Is this one on the outside or on the inside of the asteroid? That one doesn't have as much as the other one. Okay, so we're gonna go for that one over there. I mean, hell, we might as well just get all of them, right? But that should get our production kind of back up and moving. Yeah, because these need cobalt. So we should be slowly building more stuff, which is good. And then also, I want to check and see. Then our gravel sifters are still doing their thing. I should probably put a little thing, group them up, so that way I can go through the inventory without it jumping around so much. Sifter. So let's see, so gravel sifters. And then we will put this onto the menu here. gravel sifters, and we'll put that kind of over there. Toggle them on off just for now, because now I can go through here and it won't bounce around. Okay, so we picked up about 21,000 cobalt. Not bad, but we need more. So let me see if we can get this thing moving. This is very, very slow to move. So we definitely need more of those things to get built. There we go. Now we're picking up the cobalt over here. And then I think we should probably move forward a little bit. Yeah, we have really good acceleration for the size of this thing. Like, I'm actually kind of impressed. And then we just need this thing to go over the cobalt. Without actually hitting the asteroid, if we can help it. Can we actually get all the way through the asteroid? Now I could set this thing to go up a lot more. Probably. But okay, yeah, so now we're picking up the cobalt. I'll move a little bit closer. And I'm zoomed out all the way. Like, this is as far as I can zoom out on this ship. So I'm going to go and check it and make sure that we have all of the cobalt within the box here. Oh, that's inner cobalt. Okay. Yeah, so let's take a look, I suppose. Or is that on the other side of the asteroid? That could be on the other side of the asteroid. Ooh, there we go. We found it. There is a pentangron down there. Okay, yeah, so this is a full thing of cobalt right here. So not only is there a node here, I think there's one on the other side of the asteroid on the outside. But yeah, this is mining very quickly, which I'm kind of happy about. Kind of want to go after that pentangron, but at the same time I kind of don't. I mean, I'm fairly certain that I'd be able to take it, like, no problem, especially with the ridiculous amount of shield HP that I've got on the Orion and all the guns that I've got. So just, you know, pull a broadside on it, just let her rip. Okay, so that should get us close to 100,000 cobalt, which I think is going to be enough for a little while at least. So, and then also, how are you doing? Did you get all of your stuff built? Okay, so that's built. That one down there's built, and that built. Okay. So I think we've got all of the thrusters built on here now, so that's good. This does have its own shield generator on here as well. And shield controller, so that should all be good. Do I go after the pentangron, or is that too far away? Yeah, it looks like it's kind of moving in this direction. But yeah, that's pretty far away, and there's no guarantee that I'd, you know, leave anything worth salvaging on that thing anyways. So I think I'll leave that for now, and I'll concentrate on the Behemoth factory, and we'll kind of get that going. But I think right now, all it should be making right now is the large plate, or the metal plate for all of this stuff. Yeah, so we're slowly building up more here. Oh no, it still has to build those too. What do we have on the other side? Oh yeah, and it's got to build these ones too. Okay. So these require, what do these require? Yeah, a lot more thruster components. So it's still making kind of everything, I guess. But we have enough cobalt to get kind of all that going, so I think we're okay. I'm still going to make this area, you know, look nicer and stuff, so that is coming. And the Behemoth rating factory. Another thing that would be nice to have is some nickel. But I think the odds of us actually getting that are... I mean, there's still cobalt down there on the bottom side. Do I need that? I don't know. Do I need that? No, I don't. I have 653,000 cobalt. Yeah, so we should be good on cobalt for a good while. Why? Oh yeah, because I'm not actually connected into a thing. Okay. So let me... Okay, so I need to go that way. All right. Super slow turning. Woohoo. That unknown signal is like only 2 kilometers away. I should probably get that. A little bit more money could never hurt, right? Provided it, you know, actually has money. So let me go and grab that guy real quick. And I need to refill my oxygen bottle as well. All right, what do we have? What are you? You are... Oh, you're the advanced one. Ew. Okay. Oh, yeah, you're one of those. Yeah, that's annoying. Okay. There is a way to defeat this, though. We have a cow rifle. Okay. And that should have killed anything that is in here, on here, and all that other good stuff, so... okay. Do I need any of that? I don't know. Probably not, honestly. Let's be real here. All I really need is just the stuff that's in there. So not that. O2 H2 gen? Really? Wait, is that ice? I'll take some of that ice. Okay, and then this is the stuff that we actually want. Okay, so we don't need that, don't need that. And we'll grab all of that. 260 credits, not bad. Okay, and the rest of that can just go and, I don't know, do whatever. Okay, so that, goodbye, have fun. We need to go this way, okay. All right. So a little bit of extra cash, never hurt anyone, so I'm pretty okay with that. Let's see. So I'm going to refill my oxygen bottle. So let me find an oxygen tank. And we'll throw that. That is not connected through. Right. Those ones do not connect into the ship. They just connect kind of around. Those just hold that in place. That's all that does. These ones will connect through though. Tank. There we go. Feel better. All right, and then what would be the easiest way down? I'll take the back door. Okay. Can you let me in the door, please? Thank you. All right, good to go. That gets us right over here to our food and a lot of the good stuff. So, emergency rations, tofu, fertilizer, Yeah, that can go. That can go. That's just going to get pulled off and pulled into the water anyways, so that's fine. We can throw the ice in there. That'll get pulled out as well. And then all this other stuff can just kind of go wherever, I suppose. Money can go into the ATM. So let me see. We want to deposit 260. Good to go. All right. And then the rest of this stuff, we kind of don't need at the moment. All right, so all of that will now get collected. And then let's see, I need to go and check on the status. As soon as the game wants to unfreeze, of course. I suppose I can recharge as long as I'm up here. There we go. All right, so now we can just kind of fly up into here, see how this is doing. Okay, I mean, we're making some progress here. We got a couple extra ones built. How are we doing over here? I got a few over here. Good, good. Means we should hopefully be able to turn a little bit faster. All right. So, back to what we were doing before, and we are not turning any faster. This is still really, really slow. Okay. Maybe it's a little faster. I don't know. I can't really tell. We'll probably need like another 30 of those things just to make this thing move a little bit quicker. This thing turns like a freaking yacht very slowly. And we're at 26.7 million kilograms. Oh, and I can turn the sifters back on too. Gravel is just kind of dead weight, so if I can, you know, break that down, it actually saves me weight. And it also helps to refill some of my hydrogen stores, so that's good. All right, we are very slow to turn. I mean, this is like max speed turning right here. But it's better than it was, so we are making incremental progress in all of that, and we are exactly 4,000 kilometers away from all of that stuff over there. That's interesting. All right, now we need to start looking upwards. Way upwards, apparently. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, this should be interesting. Okay, so let's move forward. Yeah, and so you can see like we've actually got a decent amount of pickup on this thing, which is nice, actually. And something is... No, we're maintaining speed now. No, now we're picking up speed. I don't know, it's being weird. It's fine. All right, so I think once I get... Yeah, so it's gonna send in a speeder, which is fine. We'll get... oh, that speeder's coming in real fast. We'll put the shield up. And then that thing's just gonna get wrecked. As soon as it gets over here. Is it coming over here? It's not coming over here. Why are you not coming over here? No, you are coming over here. You're just very slow for a speeder. Yeah, this is just going to be sad. And it's just going to hit the shield, do damage to the shield. And just, yeah, disappearing into a puff of smoke. Okay. What is that, an asteroid down there? Yeah, it looks like an asteroid, okay. So, I guess we can move a little bit closer. I'm going to pull up broadside. Well, it's sort of broadside anyways. All right, so here's the thing. Do I want to take out the antennas? There are 2 antennas on a Behemoth station. Do I want to take those out right away? Or do I want this thing to summon in as many ships as possible? And that asteroid just popped into existence right there. It's a big one too. So we'll get kinda close. I mean, not too close, kinda close. And then I want to make sure that I'm broadside so that way I can shoot anything that decides to come after me. And now there are 2 antennas on the Behemoth station. One is on the outside that you can see, the other is on the inside. But whoever decided to design the Behemoth station did kind of a dumb thing, and they put the 2 antennas pretty much connected to the same block. So if you can destroy the block that the antenna is on and kind of shoot through it, you can actually get the antenna that's on the inside as well, which would then prevent all of the spawns from spawning, because I think that's probably one of the hardest things about the Behemoth station is kind of trying to take care of all the spawns. But at the same time, if you're looking for pieces and parts, I mean, those spawns are freaking amazing. And I wonder if I should get closer with the Orion. Because, I mean, the Orion is probably 3 times the size of that Behemoth station right now. So it's kind of ridiculous just how big this thing is. But at the same time, it's kind of cool. I just summoned in a gunboat. That's large grid, so if that runs into the shield, it could potentially bring it down, I think. But we'll see kind of what happens. So we're going to destroy it before it actually does any kind of damage or anything. But at the same time, the wreckage, once it goes towards the shield, could potentially disable it. It's one of the bad things about the shield, is that any kind of... Oh, it actually didn't do that bad. Okay, sweet. And then also another thing that I wanted to do is K-menu, no, K-menu, build and repair systems. So all of these things, I need to make a group for all of these things too. These, and this, 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 and this. B and R's. Orion. Save. Now I want to see kind of where their area is. Show area. And that will kind of give me an idea of where they can... Okay, so that's... Yeah, that's not really going to work. Yeah, the Orion is so big that the areas that they cover don't really help that much. I mean, they cover pretty much the entire ship, except for, you know, the back of the nacelles there. But that's why I have those couple that are in there. But like, you have to get really, really close for them to be able to take anything apart. So I think, I don't know, B and R. We'll just turn the areas back off. So the ones that are on the Orion are pretty much going to be for building and maintaining the ship only. So that's, I mean, that's fine. I'm kind of okay with that. Okay, so let's see. What else do I need to do? So we have that guy. Those guys are annoying, but they're pretty basic though, so they're pretty easy to destroy. Okay, so this guy, does it have all of its pieces and parts? I think it does. And then we'll just kind of hop in here, hop in here. Okay, now this does not have the connectors. Cargo, DiGiorno, bottom DiGiorno. Do we have groups? Bottom DiGiorno. Okay, so that is how the ship connects. And then I don't have the ones on the top connected, so that's actually fine. One is locked, one is prox. Okay, so that's being a little weird right now. Okay, so there's one locked and there's one that's in proximity, but because they're set on different things right now, I can't really toggle them right now. Connectors, bottom, DiGiorno. I'm just gonna unlock both. There we go. Okay, so we have another gunboat coming in. This thing actually has some pretty good maneuverability. I need the turret. There it is. Tier 5. That guy. Control. Okay, good, good. And then also, I need this guy in here, and that's going to be shield up, down. Shield is up. Okay, good. Okay, that actually took damage, but it didn't take down the shield, so that's good. And then once I'm out here, it should bring this shield back online, I think. Or not. Hello? Nope, okay, menu. Controller, what are you doing? Oh, right, I have to actually turn the thing on. Or not turn it on, but make it visible. There we go, so always visible. There is our little tiny shield right there, doing its thing. And then we have a lot of HP on this guy as well. So let me just go up in here. So this is set to 1.7. So we'll be able to get a lot of HP out of this, so that should be fine. Okay, so now the problem with this, actually I'm gonna go and get that ice right there. Oh, and I have to configure all of the build and repair units as well. Okay, so all of these need to be on. Need to be set into fly mode and greld, yeah, that one. Okay, and then I have to go, so this is welding, this is grinding. Okay, so then this needs to take the guns first, and then everything else will be fine. Okay, so that should be fine. So we'll be able to pick up some stuff here, doing all of the things. What are you shooting at? It's being weird. Okay, so we just picked up all the ice, and so that's like 15,000 ice. That's actually pretty good. Connector 2, bottom DiGiorno. Those are yeah, they're connected. O2, H2 gen. All the tanks are full, so that's why they're not taking anything. So that should be fine. What is this? What are you? Are you ice? You look like ice. You look like ice. Are you ice? You look like ice. I think that's ice. I have a tier 4 speeder. So the way that this is kind of set up right now, is we're basically just going to be tanking damage. I only have one turret on here. That's all I want. Don't need any more than that. That's just going to go and do its thing, I suppose. Okay. Now, hopefully we're picking up some of that uranium, because those tier 4 speeders actually have a lot of uranium, and it looks like we did. So we picked up 130 uranium. Good. All right. So if I move a little bit closer, it should spawn some incisors. So let's check that out, see how that goes. And I think I have to get within like, yeah, there we go. So like 1.2 kilometers and it'll spawn in those incisors. And then all I need to do is just back up towards the Orion, bring them with me. That should maybe kind of sort of hopefully work. And then game freeze. Okay, so the incisors should slow down. They're just blowing up all over the place though. And then the build and repair unit should actually start ripping those apart, which will be good. And then I have it set to take the guns out first, so that should eliminate any kind of potential issues there. Am I taking damage from the back? I am. And then I can just sit here and rip them all apart. Easy. And I have a lot, and I mean a lot of storage in this thing. So let me just see where all of the things are going. Yeah, so we're picking up like Mark III stuff, Mark IV stuff, bunch of scrap metal, ton of ice, a lot of ice. Bunch of this stuff, getting some metal plates in here too, some of this military grade stuff. Another thing that I have to change in the build and repair units. BNRs DiGiorno. Alright, so we'll save that. Alright, so this thing, I need to go all the way down into here. Okay, and then we need to make sure that these things are pushing everything immediately. Okay, seriously, Mr. Incisor, like, what are you doing? Stop being stupid. Rude. Looks like we're taking damage from stuff. I don't know. Yeah, we're getting shot at by our own ship. But that's fine. So if we just kind of move off to the side, and then these incisors are just going to keep on popping in because we are at 1.2 kilometers away. So yeah, this is just going to be us sitting here and farming components, because why wouldn't we? We have a speeder coming in. Oh, that's going to keep on shooting at me. Come on now. Stop shooting at the back of my shield. There we go. This is just lighting everything up. This is kind of ridiculous. I mean, honestly, I could probably just bring the Orion right up next to that, next to the Behemoth, and just have it just shoot everything. Okay, can we stop shooting at my shield, please, if you don't mind? Yeah, so we are, so I think once all 9 of those little orange dots on the little shield overlay thing at the bottom kind of center off to the left. Okay, what is still shooting at me? What are you? Okay, so Gatling turret doing its thing, taking out the speeder. That's cool. Meanwhile, all the build and repair units are breaking everything down. And we are slowly unoverheating the shields, which will be good. Yeah, so I'm just sitting here just breaking things down. It's kind of fun. actually. All right, so how are we doing with our shield? Because we do need to keep an eye on it. Because we don't want it to go down. That would be bad. So we still have 307,000. That's at 18%. So yeah, we should be good for a while. And then we don't ever have to worry about power because all of these little ships that are coming after me are all built with uranium. So that kind of works out. Also, I want to change the way that the build and repair units work, and I want them to to grind the closest first. If I can make it do that, yeah, nearest first. So it should take out all the scrap directly in front of me before it starts kind of branching outwards, which is kind of what I want. And, you know, honestly, I kind of do want to move the Orion closer. And then, yeah, I think I am going to do that, actually. All right, if you don't mind. Because, I mean, this thing is like a flying fortress. Like, this thing has so much firepower, it is ridiculous. And then another thing that I want to do is to make sure that I'm not going to be shooting my ship when all these, like, things come in here. And then also having the Orion here gives me some backup fire. So that'll be really good. That's going to run right into the shield. Oh, maybe it didn't run right into the shield. Oh, that's good. Anyways. So we're going to move this guy not quite to 1.2 kilometers away. But, you know, kind of like along the side here. Just that way I can get some nice crossfire going through here. Which I think will be nice. So I'll bring it to like 1.3 kilometers. I think that will be good. And we'll just kind of park it right here. And then I'll have all kinds of crossfire from the Orion to kind of protect this guy as it's going in. So we, you know, this isn't just going to take all the damage. So I think that's actually going to work out quite nicely. And then once I get tired of, you know, getting all of the goodies off of all of these drones, then, yeah. Yeah, so there's some more incisors, but they should be almost immediately within range of the Orion. I think they're already shooting at it, yep. So that means that those guys probably aren't even going to be alive by the time they get here, which maybe isn't a good thing, because I do need them to kind of like stop so I can take them apart, you know? But I think it should be fine. What are you doing, incisor? Go away. And it's bumping me. Go away, dude. There we go. So it is now dead. Good. And then I do have, what is it, like 8 build and repair units in here, I think? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I've got 8. So that should be pretty quick at taking things apart. But there's a lot to take apart, so there's a couple more incisors coming, so that'll be fine. Also, I want to be able to turn this guy off so I'm not wasting ammo. So we'll just turn that off for now. I'll turn it on if I need it. But for now, I'm just going to keep on spawning these incisors because that's a lot of good parts that I can claim. All right, so how are we doing? So 1,776 of these, that's nice. And I've got so much stuff. Like, this is just ridiculous, like legitimately ridiculous, just how much you can get off of these incisors. And then plus with the Orion acting as kind of like my backup, hence the explosion right there, and that one. like we are good. We're going to be pulling in a lot of pieces and parts in here. Now, what I really want, though, is for the Eradicators to show up, because they have within them a large cargo container, and that large cargo container often has legendary stuff. It's got like the highest tier of things that you might need. And that guy's just going to get freaking owned. This isn't even a fair fight anymore, if I'm being like 100% honest. Like before, like when I was first going after the first Behemoth, like it was hard, right? And then like even before the last one that I actually managed to, you know, take apart, I had the one that was back over where the space station was. And that one, like I tried and I got a lot of good parts out of it, but it disappeared on me. So I couldn't really do anything about it. But I mean, now it's just like, oh, hey, check it out. Free parts. Huh. Imagine that. But I don't think I want to bring the Orion up to the Behemoth and take it out that way. Wait, is that? No, those are more incisors. I was hoping it was an Eradicator. That's fine. But yeah, I'm just like, yeah, it'll just keep on spawning these things. As long as I'm here, it'll just keep on spawning. And then with the Orion here, it's just going to keep on destroying everything. So that's going to be awesome. And then when I get tired of doing all of this, I can just turn the shield off of the Orion, bring the Orion in close, and have like the gazillion build and repair units that I have on there just kind of sort of take everything apart. So that'll be good. But yeah, I mean, right now this is just, I'm just getting pieces and parts at this point. But we're here, we're doing it. So just to give you another idea of just how much stuff we're getting, like it's legit ridiculous. 4,200, 4,300, 4,400 tier 5 thruster components, and just a shit ton of tier 4 thruster components. I mean, this is just ridiculous. 343 uranium. I mean, you could sit here, as long as you've got like a large reactor and a strong enough shield, you could just sit here and farm this stuff all day long. And I can put in a lot of storage. Do I have just the one large container? Or do I have two? I thought I had two. Container. Yeah, so I have two large containers here. And then I've got Mark V ammo forever. So I can just, I don't know, keep on putting ammo into my little turret in here. And I'm pretty sure I don't have to worry about taking any damage out here, which is kind of awesome. But yeah, so right now the turret isn't actually connected to anything. So I can just, you know, keep doing that. I can pull in some more ammo. And I can keep myself stored on ammo pretty much indefinitely, just sitting here farming these things. Now, it's like I'm taking damage, but I'm not actually taking damage. So the bullets are hitting me, but they're not actually doing damage. So it's kind of weird how that works. But I don't know. I'm just going to go on this side because reasons. Okay, so let's see. Ammo. Get some more of this stuff. Kind of put it over here. But yeah, I mean, you can keep yourself... Dude, just look at all of the damage that this is doing. This is just ridiculous. I mean, there's just so much stuff. Like, high-quality stuff you can get off of these things. And if you have a shield, and tier 5, you know, kind of stuff, I mean, you can pretty much sit here forever. The only thing you really have to worry about is food and water if you have the daily needs mod. And if you don't have that, then you don't have to worry about that. But yeah, so I mean, I could keep the turret on here, just running like the entire time, and never really have to worry about running out of ammo, especially with all these incisors continually coming after me. So I'm probably gonna sit here and farm for a while. I'll probably have some more farming for the next video as well, I'm thinking. But yeah, I mean, like, my shield isn't even really taking all that much damage, which is ridiculous. Yeah, we're at 500,000 health, so it's only been going up pretty much this entire time. So I mean, this is, I don't even know like what I would call this, but I do know that as I pick up more and more stuff, my ability to move this thing is going to be a bit more difficult. To the point to where getting back, if I am all the way full, is going to take a while, even though it's just over there. Alright, so we have some more incisors coming in, and they'll get torn apart as well. But yeah. So we are at an hour though. This is kind of what we're doing. We're just kind of farming right now, because why wouldn't we? Also, is something shooting at me from behind? No? Okay. Maybe I'm just seeing things. Alright. But yeah, I mean, these guys, like, this isn't even a fair fight at this point. And anything that gets even close to that ship is going to get ripped apart by all the build and repair units. And you can see them over there working as well, so they're getting parts. I'm getting parts over here. I mean, this is just, it's a big freaking party. Oh, we have an eradicator! Yes! Oh my god, this is, yeah, we'll turn the Gatling chair down for that. Look at that eradicator. Big frickin' guy shooting missiles at me and stuff. Okay, I gotcha. You're big strong guy. Shoot your missiles. Actually, how much damage did we take from that? Was it enough to be an issue? Oh, it dropped us down like 400,000. And we are slowly taking more damage. But yeah, I mean, like, there's the Eradicator. Eradicator's got good stuff. We definitely want to go over here, get a little bit closer to it, so we can start taking out all those guns and all the other things. Ooh, we have really, really, really bad reverse acceleration. But yeah, so that's going to be just awesome. And then we should be building back up our charge on the shield. And of course that's just going to be ridiculous with all the guns shooting at it, but that's fine. That gunboat over there is shooting at me, which is really annoying. Is that going to take down all of my shield though? I don't know. How are we doing on the shield front? 108,000, 107. Oh, no, we just lost our shields. So now we are taking actual damage. So that's not good. So we're going to head back over to the ship and wait for this to kind of reload a little bit. My god. But hey, I mean, we got an Eradicator, so we should get some decent pieces and parts out of that. Hopefully. And we'll head over into here. Alright. Man, you can really hear all those things going. That is kind of ridiculous. Alright, so we have our shield back. So that's good. Those eradicators are following me. That's cool. Ooh, hey, those thrusters are doing a little bit of damage there. Alright. So I need lights down there, I think. Okay, I think we are roughly where we need to be. Kinda sorta anyways, maybe. Go this way a little bit. Maybe. I don't know. Go forward. There we go. We got it. Okay. And then that should pull all the stuff out of here. Good. Okay, and then we can kind of hop back off of here. This is kind of ridiculous. I'm going to be completely honest here. But I want to get back over to that eradicator and start breaking that guy down, because that's going to have all the good stuff. What am I still taking damage from? Oh, Speeder. Hey, Speeder, what are you doing? I'm going to take control of you. Let's see, which way is forward? Okay, so then Speeder. Speeder? Speeder, up there. Speeder's over there, okay. Hey, buddy, stop shooting at me. Really? You gotta reload already? Rude. Should just kind of shoot the middle of this thing. Is it dead? I think it's dead. What is shooting at me now? Oh yeah, you guys. Okay. That's fine. Anyways. Back over to that eradicator. It looks like it's almost kind of torn apart already. Yeah, so the only thing you really have to worry about with the eradicators is just that initial missile salvo. But once that's... Oh, crap, I just ran into that. Dang it! Ah, shit. That's not good. So yeah, the initial missile salvo you have to worry about. And then I'm gonna hop around over here. But once that initial missile salvo is done, I don't think those are reloadable missile launchers, so if you can tank that, then the rest of it is pretty easy. And I really need those shields back up, if you don't mind. Because those incisors are coming after me. They're going to start shooting at me. Unless I can keep the eradicator in between. No, they made their way around. Oh, and I got the shield back up right in time. Okay, good. But I don't think I'm going to have very much health on the shield. 146,000. That's fine. And then if I really wanted to, I could disable this. Just kind of build that up real fast. How's my ship fuel low? You're lying to me. So 220, 230, 240. But yeah, this is just kind of supercharging the shield. And we'll get it up to like 500,000, and then we'll put it back onto megawatt. And then that should limit the amount of power going into it. So that'll be good. Yeah, so 500,000 I think should be fine. We have more incisors coming in, so that's cool. Okay, I really want to go after that Eradicator, but I do need to make sure that these incisors are not a threat. And then that speeder. Speeder? Speeder. Speeder? Speeder. Speeder? Where did the speeder go? Oh, speeder's over there. I can't actually see it. Okay, that's fine. Hey, can you stop shooting at me, maybe? If you don't mind. And then what are you doing? Yeah, you're already taken apart, so you're fine. Okay, so what else is... Oh, you're shooting. Okay. Okay, so I want to get into this Eradicator and get kind of all the pieces and parts out of it. Wait, is that speeder? Okay, hold on. Let me get up here a little bit. You need to make sure that you don't run into anything with this shield. Alright. What is shooting at me now? Oh, there's another Eradicator coming in. Oh, shit. Okay, so there's that missile salvo. Now we are... Okay, that was something. Okay, so yeah, you take out the missiles, take out the gun, and you're pretty much good to go. So now I just need to wait for that thing to kind of die, I guess. And that's sent in another Eradicator. Okay. Where's the next one coming in at? Over here. Okay. Missiles are here. Oh, my shield is overloaded. That is not good. Okay. So that happened. Medical room 1, Orion, sure. And I've got 2 of these things in here, so that's all fine. The only bad thing though is I didn't make a projection or a blueprint of that ship. So that's not gonna be fun to try to fix at all, actually. So let me go and grab all the pieces that I need to make a cockpit. And then we'll throw that in there real quick and then pilot the thing back. And then we're at an hour and 13 minutes in here. Okay, so let me see. Cockpit, industrial, don't need that. Grab all that. Okay. So let's head back over to the DiGiorno. And then pop a cockpit on here somewhere. Oh shit, and yeah, I need my tools. Okay, give me my tools. Thank you. Okay. That is not the way that's supposed to go on there. Okay, so that's supposed to be at the top. Yeah, like that. There we go. Didn't I just grab all the stuff to make that? What are you doing? We got gunboats coming in. Eradicator just kind of chilling there, I guess. Okay, so we're getting a little heated over here. All this stuff, and I need displays. Okay, did you actually pick up the displays this time? Yes, you did. Did you pick up all the displays this time? Not a clue. DiGiorno, can you come back over here, please? Oh, we have another Eradicator coming in? Oh, shit. Is that enough? No. Why did you not pick up all of the things? Oh, my God. Okay, so now, hopefully... Oh my God, and that guy is going to start launching in all kinds of missiles and stuff. I should probably back up the Orion just to kind of stop all of the crazy spawning. Because if this shield goes down, because I definitely don't have a blueprint for this guy. But yeah, I just want to make sure that I am... Yeah, so should be out of the way for that. Okay, so DiGiorno. Wait, is the shield still up? Yes. Is that thing... We've got like 3 Eradicators out here right now. This is kind of ridiculous. Okay, and then this is just continually shooting at stuff, which is kind of annoying. Can you stop shooting? Ooh, that is definitely doing damage. Okay. Alright, so let me get over to here. Hello, Eradicator, how are you doing? And this will hopefully stop the spawns because I'll be outside of the 1.2. I'm missing thrusters, aren't I? Okay, so now let's hop into here if I can. Get under the shield here. Alright, so what is shooting at the shield here? There's nothing else shooting at the shield here? Okay. But yeah, so we're outside of... Oh wait, no, there's another Eradicator coming in. Well that's just nice. And then also this doesn't have a turret on there anymore, so that's gonna be fun. Yeah, so we're just gonna kind of chill over here for now. There's just a lot of stuff going on right now. But we've got like 3 Eradicators out here that are still getting shot up for some stupid reason. I mean, all the build and repair units on here should still be functional, right? So I mean, I could technically. Okay, so this has... No, it's got all the thrusters on there. I don't know. We got like all kinds of craziness going on here, so but we're not spawning any of the big stuff anymore, which I think should be fine. There's just a lot going on. Oh, the Orion shield is overloaded? Oh shit. Because of that little frickin' speeder. Okay. And of course the turrets aren't smart enough to know what to shoot at and what not to shoot at, so that's always fun, I suppose. And this needs to go kind of here. Okay, turn that off. Connectors, bottom, good. Switch lock, good. Okay, so now that speeder is just going to be shooting at stuff, and that's just going nuts over there, so I don't know. I think we're going to back off a little bit for now. This is, okay, so shield is back up, so that's good, I suppose. Hopefully we didn't take too much damage. I mean, apart from the speeders coming in, that's pretty much the only thing we have to worry about right now. But with all the guns, I mean, they're shooting at whatever's closest instead of shooting at the things that are actually shooting at me, which is kind of annoying. And I have no idea. Okay, well, this one is shooting, so control. Okay, stop shooting at that. I need you to find. Let me see. That's going to be out this way. It's mining, transport, speeder. There you go. This thing. Yeah, that thing just needs to die. Reloading. Okay. So that has no more guns to shoot at me with, which is fine. And then, yeah, so then we got to, I don't know. There's a lot going on. We've got a lot of wreckage already. Yeah, I think this would, I mean, I should probably supercharge the shield, honestly. I mean, if I'm going to do it, I might as well do it right? Shield controller Orion. What are we at, 440? Yeah, let's get that up real quick. 577, 700, 800, 900. There's a million. Yeah, this charges up real fast. It's kind of nice, actually. We'll stop it at like 2 million. Yeah, that should be good. Okay, so that, whoa, no, need megawatt. There we go. Okay, so we're at nearly 93% charge. So we should be good now. And then, honestly, I kind of want to, because I mean, like, how much ammo am I going through right now, right? Inventory, ammo. Probably going through a lot of ammo. And I've only got 518 left. That's not great. Okay, so let me, no, K menu. No, K menu, K menu, K menu, thank you. Okay, so then all of these things, turrets, Orion. And then if we go into groups, turrets, Orion, just have those toggle on and off, so that way we're not wasting bullets that we don't have to waste. And then something I could try to do potentially. So hear me out. Is we get this eradicator inside the shield. Oh, but we have DiGiorno. Why are you not locked? DiGiorno, what are you doing? Sir. Okay, look, I need you. Oh, where are... Do you have no more gyros? Where are your gyros? Apparently all the gyros are gone. Well, that's never good. Okay, so what is shooting at me? Speeder, tier 4. See, this is the only thing that I don't like about turrets is they're dumb. Turrets are dumb. Like, they'll shoot at the closest thing to me, even though the closest thing to me isn't actually shooting at me. So, and then I want, yeah, see, they're shooting at that. It doesn't need to shoot at that. So, you, what are you doing? Are you active right now? I mean, you are active, so I'm going to change you to controlled. Actually, I'm going to change you to controlled left. Okay, now I need to get back up into here without killing myself. I could actually technically sit in here. Okay, turret, no. Actually, no. G, controlled turret. This guy. And we'll just throw this kind of in here as being controlled. All right. So where are the things that are actually shooting at me? Oh, you're actually shooting at those things now. Well, that's good. We have a gunboat right there, which isn't really doing anything. Okay, I don't know, man. It's just dumb. Okay. So we need to get the DiGiorno back up and running. Apparently it took even more damage and we lost our gyros, which is not good. And I'm gonna need some alloy blocks to fix them. I don't know. We're gonna end the video here because we're already at like an hour and a half almost. So I don't know, lots of action in here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. And I'm going to try to see if I can fix up the DiGiorno. It's going to be kind of a pain because I don't have a blueprint, obviously. So that's another thing I need to put on there is a projector with a blueprint so I can, repair things as they break. But that's pretty much all I got for this episode. We are at the Behemoth. We have already killed a lot of things. And, we got, like, eradicators. We got incisors. We got all kinds of stuff. It's kind of crazy. And then also, I want to see legendary. We have 37 legendary motors. We're going to need a lot more than that, though. 476. That's not bad. So that gets us 513 legendary motors. We got 484 legendary thrusters. What do we need to make the legendary... Yeah, this thing. We need 700 legendary motors. Okay. So we still got to work on this. But once we have this, then we can actually build legendary stuff, which is going to be kind of really cool. So, yeah. But anyways, that's all I have for this episode. Once again, hopefully you guys enjoyed. And if you did, hopefully you'll join me for the next one. I might actually go through and take out those antennas just so I can keep everything from kind of spawning in because it gets kind of annoying really quick. But once again, I got to get both antennas, and there's one on the outside, there's one on the inside, and those antennas are opposite the landing pad. So you go over here, and then it's like kind of like in the middle of the ship, like middle vertically and horizontally, right? Well, I suppose that would be vertical and that's horizontal, but whatever. But they're over there. You got to take those out, and I have things to rip apart here. So this is going to be fairly interesting. We got like reactors. Looks like we already took out the large cargo container in here, or at least in this one. And then we have probably a large cargo. Ooh, I can't get any closer than that. Oh no, that one's already been taken out too. So I don't know. So eradicators, large cargo containers, which means legendary components. But then also the Behemoth should also have a decent amount of legendary components in there. And I need both food and water. But anyways, I keep on dragging this on and dragging this on. I'm just gonna end it here. So we'll get inside the ship. We'll say adieu, and until the next episode. So have a good one.